Hello, hello. Welcome to our week ahead reading. So, this week ahead reading is for the week starting Monday, May 4th. And if you are new here, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Let me introduce myself if you don't know me. My name is Shannon. I am a shamanic practitioner. I am a womb care worker, and I love to tap into the energy of the week ahead and just kind of see what the energy is that is coming for us. I find it a really helpful practice to ground in and connect into the energy of the week as it starts. And I have shared readings like this for quite a while at this point. First, for a long time in private community groups that I have held, and then I started to bring it to Substack and YouTube and share this weekly for as long as feels good. And so what I do in my week ahead readings is I generally pull a rune and sometimes a card and sometimes both. Sorry, my desk was creaking as I was moving, if you heard that. So I will show you the rune and the card. This week I have a rune and a card. The last few weeks I've been been guided to pull a rune and then an animal card from an animal medicine deck that I have, which this is what it looks like. This is what the book looks like. If you are interested in getting the animal medicine deck yourself, if this really resonates with you. But what I do, these week ahead readings is I'll tell you and show you what I have pulled and received. I tap in and ask for the message for the group that joins me here. So the intention is, if you are here and if you feel resonant with receiving this message, then this message is for you. And I pull the rune card beforehand, and then I show you what comes through, give you my interpretation. Sometimes I bring in a little bit of the astrology of the week, but if you've been here before, then you've heard me say this, and I'm just going to say it again quickly. I don't bring in a ton of the astrology. Sometimes I bring in little bits. I often will, let you know if there's a full or new moon coming, for example, or an eclipse or something like that. But there are so many beautiful astrologers out there who go really in depth into the astrology of the week ahead. And I just don't feel like the need to add my voice to that, because astrology is not my main thing that I do. I love to look at an astrological chart. I love to understand what's happening astrologically. But I am not an astrologer, and I am not nearly as deeply attuned to what is happening astrologically and what all of it means as other people out there. So this is not meant to be your astrology reading for the week ahead. This is meant to be an energy reading for the week ahead to support you as you move into the week, just to see what energy is present this week and how you can best meet it. Not meant to be predictive. I'm not telling you, oh, this is definitely going to happen. It's more so, here's the energy, and here's what you can know about it so you can meet it as well as you possibly can. So before I show you the rune and the card that I pulled for this week, I just want to talk to you for a moment about the medicine and the energy of presence. I feel this so strongly coming into this week, and the card and the rune that I pulled really, to me, kind of confirms that this is an important message for this week ahead. Presence, being present with what is, and being present with the beauty and the magic of life, of everything that exists around you. It's so easy to get caught in the rat race of the world, right? In the rat race of your for most of us, like our weekly living, like whatever you're to do Monday through Friday, those are busy days for a lot of us, right? So easy to get caught up in that and to forget to take time to be present, to be with your breath, to be with your body, to be present with what is, and not be like spinning out in the mind about what might be, or what you think about that thing that happened, or what you're worried someone else might think about that thing that happened, or all these ways that we get caught out of the present and in the mind and in the mental realms, and then we disconnect from what's real. And what's real is what is literally in the moment with you, in front of you, who you are right at this moment, who you are with, what is present in your emotions, in your body, right? How you're feeling in your body, what is present in your life right at this moment, what is present in your conversation, what is present with the world, with the earth. That is what's real. Not all of the stories that we get caught in about, oh my God, what's happening here? What's happening there? What should they think? Did I do the right thing here? And oh my God, I remembered this thing from 5 years ago and I can't believe I did that. And what if I do this 5 years from now? Or what if I make the wrong decision and it puts me on the wrong path? Right? These are just examples. That stuff isn't the present. It's not the real what's happening right now. And this is a week that just feels so important to stay connected to the presence, and to the present moment. It's Sunday evening when I am recording this. And today, my boyfriend and I went up to a really beautiful wildlife preserve, and we got to see and connect with so many gorgeous, beautiful animals. It's a bear preserve specifically, although there are more than just bears there. And I love bear. If you know me, you probably know this. I love bears. They are, one of the animals of my heart. Bears and cats. I just absolutely love them. And so my boyfriend wanted to take me to see this bear preserve, and to get to really connect and see the bears so up close and also safe. And the presence of being there and being in such deep connection with nature, and of getting to be so close to these beautiful, majestic animals, and make eye contact with them, and feel the pace at which they live their life. And this goes not just for the bears, for all of the animals that were here, that were present. I wanting to share this little tidbit, this little anecdote as I start, because it just reminded me so much of what I just said, that what's real is the present moment, is what's happening right now. And, I live in a city. A lot of us live in cities, in the world. So you very likely live in a city. And if you don't, I am jealous of you. Someday I hope to not live in a city, but I live in a city right now. And I know, again, a lot of people in the world do. And in the city, when we are around so many other people, it is so easy to get caught in everything that's not presence, that's not being right here with the present moment. There's so much noise, literally, or just energetically. There's so much noise, and it takes consistency and precision and literally staying present with yourself to stay disconnected, or to pull yourself away from the noise, to disconnect yourself from the noise of being in relatively close contact with, so many people. And so the medicine of presence, and how we learn it from nature and from animals, it's everything. That's real. So often, this world, we have all of these things that we are told through media, mostly, the news, social media, all of it, right? All these things we're told, you need to be caring about this a lot. And it's happening thousands of miles away from us. We can't do anything about it. Now, I'm not saying ignore that stuff, but what I am saying is that stuff, it's real, it's happening, but what is real and happening that you actually have literal, at this moment, connection to, that you can be present for and actually make a difference with, right? Being present with something that's happening thousands of miles away, and putting all of our life force energy into there, which is what happens with the current state of media and social media. We can't do anything about it. We can pray, we can send energy, we can send blessings, and that is beautiful and powerful. But what about your daily life, where you can be present with the land that you live on, or you can be present with your family, or you can be present with what your body is telling you in the moment. You can be present with your life, the life and the land and the way that you live. You can be present there. And how much of a difference can each of us make in our lives, in our little small communities? Because, each of us is one small person. How much difference could we make if we were present with our people, with our communities, with our land, with our little world? If we were truly present there, how much difference would that make? First in our lives and the lives of everyone we're intimately connected to, but then think about that rippling out into the world. If every single person pulled our energy back to presencing what's happening in real time in their lives, in their world, in their area, and put presence to healing that, to bringing love to what's happening in their world, to what's happening in their community, to their neighbors, to their, their family, whatever it is, that's a ripple effect that would have out into the rest of the world. Whereas right now we're also scattered and not present. We're the opposite of present. And so then we get this feeling of like hopelessness. Like, I can't do anything. I can just watch. I can't do anything. The antidote to that is presence, coming back to present moment, first to your body, then to where your feet are planted, then to your own energy field, then to the people around you, to the land around you. Presence this week is big. Okay, I feel like I've harped on that enough. Presence is beautiful. Let me show you the rune and the card that when I picked these, I was like, okay, yeah, I guess presence is, I'm going to share this. And it feels important for this group read. The first one is we have the rune Wunjo. Wunjo has come out like four out of the last 5 or 6 weekly readings. Wunjo is super present right now. Wunjo is the rune of who are you? What's your identity? Who are you being? Who are you here to be? And it has gone over the last few weeks from Wunjo upside down, releasing an old identity, releasing an old way of being, releasing, this is not who I am anymore, finding who I am, to I'm going to own, this is who I am. This is true. This old identity that Wunjo was showing me 5 or 6 weeks ago, yeah, that wasn't me. It's been breaking apart. I've been shedding that cocoon, right? This week, we're invited to come into deeper presence with who we are. And with identity. But identity, I want to be really careful here with identity, because identity often starts, when we first think about identity, it starts very ego-based. Who am I? In this very let me tell you about all of the material things that make me who I am. That's not what I care about. That's not what Wunjo cares about in this read. That's not what presence cares about. What Wunjo, presence, spirit cares about and means with Wunjo is, who are you in here? Who are you when you are stripped of all the material stuff? Who's your soul? Free of the material things, of the old stories, of the old victim stories or identity stories or pain stories, or even sometimes the old pride stories. Who are you when you are free of those material things, those are material identities? Who are you inside? And are you ready to own it? Because this week is it's another week to own it, and you own it by being in presence with yourself and by not letting anything outside of you shake that presence. If you are in deep presence with yourself, you have this unshakable, grounded foundation when you're in deep presence with yourself. Deep presence, deep acceptance of that soul, this is who I am. That inner heart, this is who I am. That's what you're being asked to anchor this week, to live this week, to embody this week. And last week we had a full moon in Scorpio on Friday. We're still excavating, understanding what that full moon in Scorpio may have brought up. That was a deep moon. Here on the other side of it, that was a deep moon, as full moon and Scorpios tend to be. So you might still be processing what that moon came forward with and showed you. And that moon likely has showed you, or is trying to still show you, as energy ripples, who you are, Wunjo. That soul identity, that heart identity. This is who I actually am when I'm stripped free of these old illusions. And then our other message this week is hummingbird. Hummingbird. I love this card. I love hummingbirds. And look, it's number 44. Oop. There we go. There we go. It's number 44. So beautiful. Okay. Hummingbird is joy. Hummingbird is joy. Hummingbird is about loving life and its joys. It's about being in beauty, embodying beauty, bringing beauty to the world and to those around you and to yourself. Hummingbird is here to tell you, get ready to laugh, get ready to enjoy the gifts of Creator, drop your judgmental attitude and relax. Hummingbird will no doubt give you a flash of the spirit, darting here, there, and everywhere. Get ready for a strange new burst of energy which may send your senses reeling. Hummingbird may invite you to do something aesthetic this week. Go to an art museum, do something beautiful, do something to support yourself in feeling beautiful, dress up this week, whatever it might be, right? Don't be coarse in front of Hummingbird, for this is a fragile medicine which may have no understanding of worldly affairs. Be present. You can stay connected to what's happening in the world, but then pull yourself back, stay present, because we have the medicine of Hummingbird, fragile medicine that doesn't understand worldly affairs. This is not saying dissociate from the world. This is saying come back into presence with what is right here with you, because that is the presence. That's the medicine of joy and beauty. Joy and beauty don't exist out away from you. They exist in the present moment with you if you practice seeing them and understanding them and inviting them in. Beauty is the target, and Hummingbird's mission is to spread joy or to be destroyed. And so follow Hummingbird and you'll soon be filled with paroxysms of joy and experience renewal of the magic of living. However, Hummingbird quickly dies if caged, caught, or imprisoned. So one thing there, Hummingbird quickly dies if caged, caught, or imprisoned. But Hummingbird's magic is renewal and joy. Renewal of the magic of living. What does that mean? Free yourself from the cages of the not present, the mind, where and when you can, right? Whatever parts of your life you can, whatever parts of your day you can, free yourself of the cage. Because that's what keeps us from joy. Joy is possible everywhere. Truly, joy is possible around us, and it might be like that little 5 seconds of something, and that's the beautiful joy that comes really obviously into your day, but that's still joy, and you can choose to either see that joy and love it and accept it and thank you joy for showing up for me today, or go, oh, that wasn't enough joy, I'm gonna ignore it. That's where the joy gets caught, gets imprisoned, and dies, because we're not seeing, celebrating its beauty. Just like Hummingbird needs to be free. And when you see a hummingbird, I know when I see a hummingbird, the first thing I think is, how beautiful is that? And that's been my reaction to Hummingbird my whole life. Anytime I've ever seen a hummingbird, it's like, oh my God, how beautiful. Well before I ever read this book, ever saw these cards, ever read this, I see a hummingbird and I go, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And that's what we do with joy, with presence. Even if all you have time for is 5 minutes of presence every day this week, can you take 5 minutes of presence and notice what joys show up when you are being really present to the moment, to yourself, to your life, to everyone around you, if you're around others, and love and appreciate that. See the joy in that presence, even if it's just for 5 minutes, right? Because that invites more joy to fly in. That invites more hummingbird medicine to fly in. And that opens the heart, because hummingbird is heart medicine. Joy is heart medicine. And this is the Wunjo is medicine of the, who are you at your heart? Not who your mind thinks you are. Who are you at your heart? Can you own that? Can you be that? Can you be in presence with that? Can you love that? Can you presence yourself with that? That's the medicine of this week. That's the overarching medicine. There's transits happening astrologically. The only one that I really am remembering that feels important at all to say is that Pluto goes retrograde a couple days from now. But Pluto is retrograde half the year, every year, always. It just brings us a little deeper into ourselves over time. but we haven't had retrograde planets for a little bit of time, a few weeks, and so now we're coming back into one planet going retrograde. It happens every year around this time. Otherwise, yeah, things are moving, things are shaking. Cool, and also who cares in some sense, in one way. Be present, find the moments of joy. That's the real life, is the presence, is the moments of joy. That's why we're here. I truly believe that's why we're here. We're here to learn how to be in harmony, to remember how to live in harmony with this earth and with each other. And if we can each start doing that with 5 minutes of presence a day, what is that ripple effect going to be? And so with that, I think our check-in for the week ahead is complete. Thank you as always for joining me. And as always, if you want to share anything that came through for you, anything that comes through for you as you move through the week after you listen to this, anything that, just is present for you with this, I would love to hear. Please send me a note, comment on Substack or YouTube, and I will, love to see and get back to you. Okay? Beautiful. We are complete. Wishing you such a beautiful week and beautiful moments of presence and joy. And so it is.